you a story about hope. Well, it's a story about losing hope. It's a story about losing everything and everyone you ever loved. Even the people you didn't know you loved until... Anyway, the point is that this is big. I've got so much to tell you, I feel like I could have forever and I wouldn't have enough time. I guess it's kind of like life that way. But this story is nothing like the life you've known before. This is a story about magic and monsters. It's about knights and dragons, witches and kings. It's about life and death and dreams and love and everyone who's ever hidden in the dark where you think they can't see you. Yeah. Me too. I think sometimes things get so bad you become convinced that the only way out is to burn it all down and try again. Let's start there.
You don't think I'm good enough, romantic enough. I want you to know that I was in love with you. I loved you. I'm still in love with you. I always will be. Remember that. You don't think I'm good enough, romantic enough. I want you to know that I was in love with you. I loved you. I'm still in love with you. I always will be. Remember that. You don't think I'm good enough, romantic enough. I want you to know that I was in love with you. I loved you. I'm still in love with you. I always will be. Remember that.
Surely there's no significance in the fact that a lady has changed her mind.
I don't understand it, Ellen. I always knew you'd never marry me while your father was alive. But after he died, I thought there might be a chance.
I'm in love. We intend to get married at once. Tomorrow. Don't look so downcast.
Perhaps you don't think I'm good enough, romantic enough. I want you to know that I was in love with you. I loved you. I'm still in love with you. I always will be. Remember that.
Is that a threat?
I loved you. And I'm still in love with you. I always will be. Remember that.
Greetings, welcome to the Tin Can Audio Twitch channel. Coming up next, we have a special double bill of the Tin Can Radio Hour with special guest Motzie Dapul. Hello, everybody. Welcome to what I'm hoping is going to be the first of a regular series here on the Tin Can Audio Twitch channel. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and eventually we just got to the stage where we decided the best way for us to actually do the thing was just to do the thing. The only way to begin is by beginning. So we're gonna go for it. So I'm gonna let these delightful people who are with me on this Discord call introduce themselves, and then we're on a bit of a clock at the start of today, so we're gonna get right straight into things. So Ella, who's over there, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure thing. Yeah. Hi, I'm Ella. My pronouns are she, her. I like podcasts. I do stuff with Tin Can Audio, and Ross and I signed a contract in blood. Not really, don't worry.
No, we didn't do that.
Where we agreed to Amber that we would occasionally show our faces and show you that we are also Tin Can Audio these days. So I do writing, directing, casting, and talking to, finding, listening to the shows of wonderful people like beloved Motzie Dapul, who I'm very excited to talk to today.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Ella. And next up we have, down there, Ross.
Hey everybody, I am Ross McFarlane, pronouns are he, him, and I am a production manager, writer, script editor, odd jobs, do the spreadsheets for Tin Can Audio, and yeah, I'm very excited for Radio Hour. It's very nice to be on the stream. I will try and remember to talk and not just enjoy listening to my friends talk. But hello, very nice to be here.
It's like I will remind you. I'll just be like, Ross, you're not talking.
Yeah, Ross is also, as always, undervaluing the contribution that he gives to Tin Can Audio. Ross is our load-bearing Ross. Everyone needs a Ross, and Ross is the load-bearing Ross of Tin Can Audio. Ross is the person who does the numbers and the logistics and makes the things actually happen and turns them from cool ideas into no, Amber, we can't record in a moving car, and keeps us alive and safe and all of our cars.
I just want to make that very clear. The car was never
safe.
moving. I just, we're not getting into that again. We're not doing that again. Sorry. We're on a timer. Sorry.
Sorry, I did slander Amber there. It was just funnier. Anyway.
And we have our amazing special guest, our first special guest here. Special guest, would you care to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Motzie Dapul, pronouns she, her, and I am the creator of the podcasts Hi Nai and the upcoming Catholic horror podcast Dominus, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And thank you so much for kindly inviting me, even though I'm literally going to disappear within like time, because I'm very rude that way. I make it hard for everybody. I have to like.
No,
I don't like
absolutely.
being
Sorry,
there.
I have to interrupt. Not to be rude to our guests, but Motzie, no. Like many of us, Motzie wears a bunch of different hats, which means that she has other commitments and other jobs. And because of time zone differences, it is not 8 p.m. in the evening for Motzie. You are beginning your day, so you are allowed to do other things with your day than just be on Tin Can Audio. Also, to be honest, we're not paying her, so like she's especially allowed to be somewhere else if she needs to be.
But I do want to miss that work day just to hang out here. I want to make that clear. This will be the most fun thing. The most fun thing of my day. So yes, thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. It is an absolute delight to be able to chat with you and to talk about this new show. So would you care to introduce Dominus? Tell us a little bit about Dominus, and then we can have a quick chat about it, and then we're going to play an episode. We're going to play the pilot episode for everyone, all of our delightful people in chat.
Absolutely. So, Dominus is a Catholic horror podcast that I am creating. It is premiering on the Rusty Quill Network. I'm definitely not reading off a script right now. Dominus is a full cast. So, yeah, Dominus is a full cast horror audio drama. It is about 3 priests that get stuck in a in a blizzard in a mansion with what seems to be a demon. Unfortunately, even though they try to exorcise it, that demon is also Catholic. So that doesn't work out for them. So they're gonna have to find a different way to do it. And of course, with me, it's always gonna be very queer, and I also have a lot of like BIPOC actors, and it's just gonna be a great time. And yeah, we're funding until until April 5. I think it was noon April 5. I don't know why I chose that. It was crazy. But it was on noon April 5. That would be Toronto time. And yeah, you can get a lot of really, really cool art, which I can hopefully show off here as well before I inevitably run off. But yes, that's what it is.
Incredible. Well, there is a Kickstarter link in the chat just now if you want to go support it. So you mentioned some of your cast. Would you care to talk a little bit about who is in this cast? Because it's quite amazing.
Oh, thank you. So the main character is actually played by I don't know if anyone knows the game Disco Elysium. There are video games called Disco Elysium, and there's also Ultra Kill, and the main character is voiced by Lenville Brown, who does the narration for Disco Elysium, as well as all of the abilities. What do you call them? The things that they do in that game.
Oh yeah, I've forgotten them now as well. The Thought Cabinet. There
Yes, right. Yes, absolutely, exactly. And he also plays a very difficult boss, from what I've heard, in the bullet hell called Ultra Kill, which is also a Catholic-ish themed game, so that's really fun. And yeah, he has, if people have not heard him, you can search him up. You can search up Volition from Disco Elysium or Narrator from Disco Elysium, and you will hear this insane bass voice that fills the room. And I was so happy that he was willing to come on board, and it's so cool. And also for the other cast members, many of you who are fans of audio drama will definitely recognize them. Kareem Cronfley is playing Father Friedrich. Oh, by the way, Glenville Brown plays Father Olu, who's the main character of the show. His partner, priest, Father Friedrich, is being played by Kareem Cronfley from the Magnus Archives, as well as other podcasts. He, fantastic guy. I'm making him play a conservative asshole, which is, yeah. And everyone loves Father Friedrich. Oh boy, do they love Father Friedrich. And we have Vexing Lex for playing Father Jonas. Now, a lot of people might not know who Vexing Lex is, which is totally fair, but some of you might know who he is. And if you do, because just to be open about it, Vexing Lex is an erotic voice actor. So if you have purveyed his wares in the past, then you would know who he is. But other than that, he hasn't done audio drama before. So this is sort of a new. This is kind of his premiere role, and we're all very excited. He's such a wonderful person. I've worked with him on. He also does art, so I've worked with him on the erotic monster romance comic. So he's fantastic. And yeah, and the last voice actor that I want to shout out is Anusha Battersby, who plays Gwen Bouchard in Magnus Protocol, as well as many, many other roles. And she is fantastic. She plays Mary, who is a sickly wayfish woman, a sickly wayfish woman who is trapped in this mansion and is definitely, a normal person. Definitely nothing off about her at all. And did I mention that this show is inspired by The Exorcist and the movie Conclave as well? So, yeah,
incredible. So I just jumping on what you said about the influences and the inspirations on this. I'm curious. So like I feel like in quite a few audio dramas, and Ella, correct me if I'm wrong if I'm missing any key examples, but I feel like there are a lot of audio dramas with religious themes, or they kind of they have something to say about religion and how it works and things. But I think this is maybe the first time that I've seen an audio drama, specifically a horror audio drama, about a specific religion. I think that's really interesting, and I was just wondering if you could talk a little bit more about what drew you to that and why you kind of wanted to tell this particular story. This particular genre, rather.
Oh, absolutely. I will say a fun thing that I wanted to mention is that in Hainai we actually cover the religion of animism from like pre-colonial Philippines. So technically, that is a specific religion. That's a real one. It's the worship of the Tagalog gods. And yes, sorry, Ella, go ahead.
Sorry, yes, and we talked about that on the Camland live stream, which we have a lot of. I feel like potentially there was in the confusion. I think Amber meant specifically a podcast about Catholicism, rather than about a specific religion. Because you are right, there have been plenty of shows, Motzie, about specific religions, including your own show, Hainai.
No worries. Yeah. No, I just wanted to clarify because it's like definitely there have been shows that have a little bit of like Christianity here and there as a result of all of us being, or many of us being like under that upbringing. But yeah, I wanted to do something specifically Catholic because I find it to be super interesting. Especially recently with both the Conclave movie in 2024 and then the Conclave real life in 2025, which quite interesting timing. And as soon as that happened, I was like, I love a Catholic story because they are so like culturally interesting. Even though I'm not very religious, I find them to be really fun, especially Catholic horror. And I find that a lot of Catholic horror is not done right, or at least not necessarily done wrong, but done sauceless. If that makes sense. There's no sauce. There's like it's so sauceless. I'm watching all of these like Hollywood Catholic movies and I'm like, there's no sauce. There's no sauce. I'm so disappointed. But then I go to, let's say, a Catholic horror movie by a South American director or a Mexican director or something like that, and I'm just like, the sauce, and and a Filipino director as well. There are quite a few Catholic horrors in the Philippines, and I'm like, yes, this is the sauce that I want. So I wanted to do something for that with audio drama.
Incredible, amazing. That's really interesting, and like, yeah, I think it's kind of, it's a really fun listen. I don't want to give too much away because obviously we're about to listen to it, so I don't want to give too much away. But like, I think something that impressed me about listening to the episode was the kind of stillness of it in a lot of places. Like it's a very at least to begin with, it's a very quiet show. Like some scenes, I think it's just a reverb on people's voices, and that's kind of it, which is delightful. Like, was that a sort of deliberate approach, or is was that kind of a deliberate thing as you moved into the slightly more noisier elements towards the end, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that approach.
Absolutely. So we were actually like going back and forth. I was asking other creators what they thought. I was showing them the script, being like, okay, what do you think of this? And some creators actually asked me like, do you think that it would be better if you, if you either remove the confessions at the beginning or sort of like spread them out? And I thought that's a really good point because I don't want to lose people in the first like 5 minutes, especially if it's just all confessions. But I thought that it kind of but I decided against it in the end because I feel like it builds the tension in a way that, like you feel the uneasiness kind of like slowly creep in, just through confessions alone, and the actual like supernatural uneasiness is gonna come in like a little stronger. But already you're uncomfortable when you begin, even if it's such a mundane situation. And I feel like very good horror does that for you, which is that like it's very, it gently makes you uneasy, and then to the point that when the actual horror starts happening, you almost feel a little comforted that you're like, okay, I'm not crazy. That this is really uncomfortable. But a lot of people have praised like the confession scene, and I'm really happy that I kept it like that, especially because some of the actors like did an amazing job. Performances, and it really gets you into the mindset of a Catholic. It's like you need to understand, if you didn't grow up like this, you're not gonna understand just the psychosis of it all.
Eases you in, yeah.
It's the Catholic guilt. You have to feel the Catholic guilt, and that's why I open with the confession. You need to feel like how every single thing that you have ever done is wrong, and that, like even if it's literally not. And that's how you need to like get into that mindset to get into the show.
Yeah, and I have to say that was one of the things that I really enjoyed, was having the conventions. And I feel like, if I was going to sell your show, I would definitely say like, starts with Conclave, and then I'm guessing is going to go quite Exorcist, but I'm excited to listen to the series and see where it goes. But I feel like for me, a big thing that I really liked about Conclave was that it wasn't sort of saying one-dimensionally that Catholicism or Christianity are, objectively evil, even though they have done a lot of harm. The fact that Catholicism has provided a lot of people a lot of comfort, and the really complex thing of like often people who have been colonized by Catholicism take a lot of comfort from Catholicism, and that's like fucking messy. But it's also so cruel and frankly ignorant to sort of suggest that everyone who has ever gone to confession is evil because they've engaged in some way with the Catholic Church. And what I really like about Dominus is the way that you're already kind of engaging with those political elements like Conclave did, of being like, here's a priest who is trying really hard to just be good and be good for his community. Here's a priest who is he's trying to be good, but he's trying to be good in a way where he's trying to get money, and he's maneuvering political power, and he's being a lot more cynical and jaded about it. Here's another priest who has a completely different view on his faith that like is heavily mixed in with like folk religion, in a way that is like quite different to like a documentary one. So I guess like I would love you, Motzie, in your last minutes before you have to run on, to talk to us about like those different aspects of religion, and like how much did it matter to you to not present like a one-dimensional view of Catholicism?
I will say I can stay for like maybe 5-10 minutes longer.
Yay.
But I don't want to like get into your schedule, but 5-10 minutes longer I can absolutely stay. But yeah, no, that's absolutely, actually that's what I put in my grant application when I was applying for a grant. I literally said like, I'm tired of just one-dimensional like stories. I'm tired of Catholicism bad, Catholicism good, whatever. Like it's not all the same, because Catholicism is not good as an institution, but it's still like when you try to like criticize it as an institution, it comes from people who sort of, I don't know, are too like they don't want to address what it actually is that's bad about it, or like they only want to address one thing that's bad about it and then kind of just pretend away the rest, because the assumption is that everyone understands this, but the fact is Catholicism is different for different people, and the Catholicism being presented as the bad thing might not look anything like what many people in the world identify. So you have to really start like looking at all the people that are Catholics and understand like what they get out of it. And I think we saw that most clearly in both the Conclave movie and the real life Conclave, because you do have that really fun and interesting thing where each cardinal is a totally different person. There's politics involved. There is a very clear divide between the global north and the global south, the Europe and the South America and the Asia. And I love that. I love that, like, to show that this is not just about like those who are Catholic and those who are against Catholicism. It is about these different sets of people that get something out of it, that actually make something productive out of it, and then there are people who are using it for political power, etc., etc. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to do something where I want to make it clear that I'm not trying to do Catholic like propaganda or something like that. I'm trying to like tell it in a way that is like it is a large and it's a very important part of a very vast and varied culture. It is a culture. It has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's older than many countries. It is a culture, and you need to understand it's not a monoculture. It is like a very varied, like many different people have different beliefs around Catholicism, and I find that to be very obvious when in my upbringing as a Filipino, because my Catholicism is unrecognizable from Catholicism in like Canada or the US. And so absolutely want to show that in a way where I also have just some interesting characters, some fun like cultural differences, and just I also just absolutely adore the concept of like queer priests in the way, and spoilers for Conclave, they're like in a way that's like similar to what happens in Conclave. So yeah, that's definitely like what I wanted to do.
Incredible. Well, we've kept you long enough. We don't want to keep you from getting you late to work. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining us today. Is there anything you'd like to say about this opening episode before we play it? Is there anything you'd like to do to introduce this episode?
Ooh, when you have listened to this episode, go on the social media and find us at Dominus Pod, Dominus Podcast socials, because there have been a lot of people, and if you search like Dominus Podcast on, let's say, Tumblr or even TikTok, shockingly, and Blue Sky and all that, you will see a lot of people already really getting into Dominus, and I would absolutely be so happy if you got to enjoy not just the podcast but also the fan reactions to it, the listener reactions to it. I have appreciated every single one of them. It has been amazing. I love it all. And I would be so happy if you got to enjoy that as well. But yeah, I wish I could stay longer. I really do. I'm happy to, answer more questions. But at the end of it all, thank you so much. Please enjoy Dominus. And please do check out the Kickstarter. We are trying to pay our actors more. That's really what it is. Like, our actors agreed to an indie rate, and by indie rate I mean they agreed to be paid like way lower than what they actually deserve, and I really do want to pay them what they deserve. So help us get to our stretch goals and grab some beautiful art, because sorry, one last thing, the artist that we have for the show, the cover artist and sticker artist is Jared Ross, who did the Conclave visual novel, which is like, there you go. Now you know why I asked them to join. And the other artist that a lot of people know is Wolfie the Witch, who is famous for Jesus fan art, and also Magnus Archives fan art, and also Epic fan art, and also Hades Town fan. A lot of fan art. So definitely a big, wonderful, amazing artist who absolutely has made the most beautiful art that you can get on our Kickstarter. Check it out. It's super cool. Yeah, there you go. Like, that's Jared Draws's cover, and that is Wolfie the Witch's Father Alu. And if you keep scrolling down, you will see a bunch of other, our wonderful voice actors. All three priests are BIPOC. That's something very important to me. We were partially funded by the Toronto Arts Council, which was really cool. And there's some little art that you can get from perhaps what will happen in the show. So yeah, check it out. Follow us. Thank you. And thank you so much. Good, wonderful to see everybody today. I would be happy to jump on another stream at some point. And yeah, see you all. Bye.
Thank you. We can't wait for your show.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you.
Yes,
okay.
it was so awesome. Thank you.
Amazing. Okay, we're going to go and we are going to listen to the pilot episode of Dominus, a Catholic horror podcast. And I put the content warnings in the description. I will pin those. It's about 50 minutes, but I will be in chat to chat and do things. But in the meantime, enjoy the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, Motzie. And we will see you all in about 50 minutes.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. My last confession was just 2 weeks ago. These are my sins. I cheated in a test recently, but if I didn't get a good grade, I would end up losing my scholarship. I thought maybe I should do it anyway because it would hurt more people like my parents if they had to pay for my mistake. Also, I was distracted from my studies because of the professor. Also, I drank with the professor the other night. Nothing happened, but I really wanted it to. I think something might happen, and I don't know if it'll happen after I graduate, so there's no problem, or if it'll happen sooner. I don't know if that's a sin or not. I mean, we're both adults, but it feels like one sometimes. Because of all the secrets. For these and all my sins, I'm truly sorry.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. My last confession was last week. Here are my sins. Father, I feel such anger in my heart for my neighbor. He's just so... He flaunts his wealth in front of us, and aren't greed and pride a sin? I know he's a greedy son of a... Sorry, Father. I know he's doing it on purpose. I know it's better to let it be, to ignore his vanity, but he just makes me so angry, Father. So angry. I try not to let that anger touch my wife and kids, but I think they noticed. I try to pray, to find guidance, but I'm just so angry. So angry. I don't know what to do. For these and all my sins, I'm truly sorry.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. My last confession was, months ago, maybe last year. I just thought I'd like to give this a try again, but never really say anything new. It's, the drinking, haven't really stopped that though, and the smoking too. And it's like you're my doctor. The way I keep coming back in here to tell you how unhealthy my habits are. Yeah, but you don't prescribe me anything but Hail Marys. So yeah, I guess those are my sins. I mean, I shot somebody, but that was years ago. 7 years ago now. Friday night, summer, home invasion. It wasn't like here, And he had a gun too. I shot him before he could shoot me. So I'm copacetic with the law, right? But I wasn't a good shot. I got him in the head, but not because I was aiming for it. I was aiming for the chest. Just shit shot. Went wide and hit him right in the head. Just the right way too to shatter his skull from the right side. Just brain matter exploded against the window. Probably died on impact. I'm certain. Keep telling myself at least. But yeah, coroner said his eye got grazed by the bullet, and the force must have ripped it from the socket because it was almost hanging out the side of the bone, or what was left of it. I never killed anyone, Didn't even want to kill him, but I didn't want to die either. So now I'm going to hell. I know I was defending myself. I know he could have shot me too, but God damn. I see the bozo with the blown skull in my nightmares all the time. And I think, I'm pretty sure that he's waiting for me in hell. And I'm sorry. I will always be sorry. I didn't want to kill him. I'm sorry.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. My last confession was last month. These are my sins. I hit my brother when he took my Switch. I know I shouldn't have, but it was my turn. Mama told me it was a sin, so I should tell you about it. But didn't my brother sin by stealing? But I also steal cookies from the secret snack box sometimes when Mama's not looking, Mama's favorite. So I guess that's a sin too. For that and all my sins, I'm sorry.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I'm leaving him, Father. I'm getting a divorce. I never wanted to, but I have to. I'm so scared. He never hit the kids, but I'm scared that if I don't get custody of them, he will, and it'll be my fault for not staying. I know divorce is a sin, but isn't there another thing they do in some places? Annulment? Would annulment be better? Is that even possible? Father, help me, please. I'm sorry. For this and all of my sins, I'm sorry.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. My last confession was 2 weeks ago. Here are my sins. Father, I masturbated today. My uncle said that'll lead to blindness, and I'm scared of being punished by God for doing it, but that there's these resources. The library said it's healthy. My parents said it's a sin, so I'm confessing it, but is it really? I don't know if you can answer that. Anyway, I can't think of anything else, so just that. If it is a sin, I'm sorry.
My Lord and my God, guide me on the path to righteousness. I don't know what to do, my Lord, and I feel that my words are inadequate. Please, Lord, Heavenly Father, grant me the words that will turn my flock away from sin.
An activist, and in some reports a militant communist, or at least closely tied to them. Regardless of if they're spurious rumours, what we know to be true is that he's a priest that's involved in politics, and that means...
He's a priest that's involved in his community, and beloved, and his parish is much larger than ours. With his interest in theology at Trinity, you'll have a lot to talk about.
You mean argue about?
You do so love arguing. Oh, here he is. Welcome, Father.
Thank you. And thank you for taking the time to welcome me into your parish. Father Emmanuel and Father Langdon. Is that right?
We don't stand on ceremony well. Too much ceremony here. Call me Olu Jimmy or Olu. You indicated in our emails that you wish to become a credentialed priest, Professor.
I thought I might be able to help educate my churchgoers, and Trinity was suggested.
Yes, Father Friedrich did briefly teach at Trinity. 2016, I believe.
Then I'm excited to learn from you, Padre Friedrich, from both of you.
And you. I've heard about your reputation in your township.
Barangay. A village, but mostly urban. My reputation, huh? They call me a vampire because I never sleep. I wasn't even sure I should take on this program, but in the end, the artists talked me into it. The nuns, I mean. Thank God for them.
And thank God for you. It will never be quite as busy as your home, but we'll be happy to have you at Our Lady of Providence.
Thank you, Father. I know I'll have a lot to learn from you both.
We're here at the scene of a hit and run. The victim, a man in his 40s, was struck by an unknown driver in the early hours of the morning. He died on the scene.
Oh, it's horrible, just horrible. What else can you say? Look, awful things shouldn't happen here, but they do sometimes. He was a good neighbor. Always had a smile for me when we ran into each other on our morning walks. And we go to the same parish. We used to, anyway. Probably gonna be a service soon.
You didn't say anything.
What could I have possibly said that wouldn't have sounded fucking insane? And even if I had said something, would they have listened? I always made them listen. But not when it mattered most.
And she conceived of the Holy Spirit.
Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Maid of the Lord,
Be it done unto me according to your word.
full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God.
Hail Mary. And the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Pour forth, we beseech you, O Lord, your grace into our hearts.
All the best doctors, all the medicine money can buy, but she's still unwell, mentally, spiritually. They're calling them grandiose delusions.
There are doctors for those too, Leonard, as you well know.
They're not helping. Therapy has helped me, of course. I'm not some kook who poo-poos modern medicine, but it's not working on her. The more they try to talk sense into her, the more she escapes into herself. I'm the only one she talks to honestly, and it's only because I'm the only one who is willing to engage on her level. The more this goes on, the more it seems like my brother forgets that his little girl isn't a brainless thing in need of fixing. She's just confused.
And you think speaking to a man of the cloth would help her?
Not just any man of the cloth. Father Olu could speak the sky calm in a storm if he put his mind to it. Didn't you once say he's the reason your church thrives in these more modern times?
Despite our differences, Father Olujimi is more of a fisher of men than I ever could be. However, he's had a difficult week and has no time for...
No time for what, Father Friedrich?
No time to be driving hours out of Toronto to Bamford Estate in this weather, when you're needed here.
It's Mary, isn't it?
Yes, Father. Mary hasn't been well and wishes to speak to a priest. After her illness, well, she hasn't fully recovered. She's spoken to mental health experts, but she's completely closed off to their methods. I remember how much she loved attending your sermons when she was schooling here in Toronto. I thought you might be the best choice, given your reputation and how Mary feels about you.
I remember. You said her father isn't letting her see any priests. Wouldn't I be turned away at the door?
It's a big house. I can be the one to bring you in and take the heat, if you come.
I'm afraid I'm not at my best after. Well, I'm not at my best.
Well, neither is she. And I do think she needs you.
Father Friedrich would have a lot to talk with her about. I remember she was very well read when it came to the scriptures. I'm sure he'd
I'm
be
afraid
willing to.
it must be you, Father.
I don't think that's...
I'll do it.
Father!
Mary was one of our parish, even if only for a short time, and she always found comfort here. It wouldn't do to abandon her in her time of need.
And whose time of need is it?
Thank you, Father.
I won't be able to make my way until tomorrow. I hope that's fine.
Of course. I'm just glad it's happening at all.
Well, I'll accompany you then.
What for?
This man's liable to get you in hot water with Bamford Senior. It wouldn't do to have you weathering that alone. He's a friend of the church, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Thank you, old friend. I'll be glad for the company.
Sylvia can hold down the fort and take phone calls for the day. We should be back before dark if the weather holds. Whatever thanks you intend for this favour, Mr. Leonard, I promise you, it isn't enough.
Oh, don't worry. I've got contactless for those machines at the door. It's so convenient.
We're not doing this for money.
He's just reimbursing us for gas, Father. It's the least he can do for the trek.
And the rest. A donation. The least Our Lady of Providence and its generous priests deserve.
Thank you, sir.
Come now, Leonard. Let's discuss an appropriate donation for one with your resources.
Yeah.
Okay, Father?
Oh, yes. Why wouldn't I be?
The church has good acoustics. I'd overheard your conversation. Not the first one I've overheard. I don't mean to eavesdrop.
Ah, well. It's been quite a week. And now we're off to see an old parishioner of ours. I'm worried about her. I hope it isn't as serious as it seems on the surface.
You and Father Friedrich.
He's worried about me. After what happened this week.
I heard. I'm so sorry, Father.
I suppose I might be overreacting, but I don't want to leave it to chance. I need to look after my flock as best I can. I know it seems overly involved, but...
You don't have to explain yourself to me, Father, nor anyone else. You care. That's no sin.
Well, it doesn't feel like a virtue.
So you and Father Friedrich are up to the woods, and I'll be staying here?
Better than taking you miles out of the city.
Well, I don't mind exploring the rest of Ontario during my stay. It seems strange not to come along with the opportunity.
It won't be as exciting as you imagine. Trees and then a house. A lonely one, by all accounts.
Yes, I imagine there are many good reasons why I shouldn't go, but... Father, may I be completely honest for a moment?
I didn't think you weren't. What is it?
I won't blame you if you judge me, but I ask that you allow me to explain. Are you particularly superstitious, Father?
No judgment here, Father. And no, though some might call my faith such, I never put much stock into it.
I ask because I am, though you could consider it its own fate. Ever since I was young, I've had this intuition about, well, anything at all, really. Like knowing it's about to rain by the scent of the air. Whenever I feel strongly that I must do something, I do it. Even when I can't explain why.
Truly? Do you think it's wise to live your life that way?
It's the reason I have one to live. I admit it doesn't always lead to anything, but it's never led me astray.
I suppose there's no reason to refuse, unless, of course, you and Father Friedrich get into one of your debates.
I promise I'll behave. Thank you, Father Olu.
God willing the weather holds. Wouldn't want to be navigating this in the snow.
The weather report said clear skies. I've never seen it this dark before.
Wonderful. We're trapped for the night then.
Huh?
The weather can change on a dime. You can never trust the forecasts past an hour. If it's said tonight isn't going to snow, expect a blizzard.
Ah. You said they own all this land.
Just about, yes. The estate has been in the family for a good century by now, and I believe they still own 200 acres.
I remember watching a film where rich people would hunt human beings for sport. I didn't think it was based on reality, but...
Excuse me?
What do you even do with 200 acres?
Whatever you want.
You'd better learn to hold those jokes in front of Mr. Bamford, Father Jonas. I don't remember him having a sense of humour.
Well, if it takes offense, I'm a decent sprinter.
Good God, man, will you just...
We're here. Cold?
No. Well, yes. Not me.
Are you all right, Father Jonas?
I'm sorry. Ignore me. It's just... your parishioner. No wonder she's unwell in such a cold place.
The uncle seems eager to help. Perhaps we'll find a solution that doesn't offend the father. Father Jonas?
Coming.
Well, good news, bad news. My brother decided to leave this morning without informing me, so there's no one in the house but us and the staff.
Is that the good news or the bad news?
Well, both. More good, I think. Now Father Olu can speak to Mary uninterrupted without my brother breathing down her poor neck. I'm afraid it does mean your fellow priests will have to wait a while, but Fides here will be more than happy to fetch you some tea in the meantime.
Of course, Mr. Leonard.
Ah, Pinay po.
Ay, opo.
Saan po sa atin?
Sa Tondo po, Maynila.
Oh, that's fine, Leonard. I'd like to speak to you about your brother in private, if possible. Though, I won't say no to something warm.
Of course, of course. Fides, you don't mind bringing some tea to my brother's study, do you?
I'll fetch it right away, sir.
I'd like to help if I can, if you don't need me for anything else.
If you're both all right waiting.
Great. I'll show Father Olu to Mary's room, and then we can retire to the study. Father Jonas, is there anything else I can offer, or you...
I'm all right, thank you. I'll be chatting Ma'am Fides' ear up about our shared hometown in the meantime. Might ask to tour the grounds, if that's all right?
Oh, wonderful. Fides knows the place like the back of her hand, but Gordon's around here somewhere as well if you need him. Cheers. Mary, love. Surprise. Look who's come all this way to see you.
Uncle, I'm not fit to see guests. Who? Father Olu!
Hello, Mary.
Oh, God! I'm so... Oh, the state of me. I'm so sorry. I'll get dressed.
Don't get up on my account. I heard you weren't feeling very well.
I want to. I want to. Uncle, you should have told me. Did you even offer him any drinks? Oh, God, you're so... I'm sorry, Father. I don't mean to take his name in vain.
Right. It's all right. Your uncle asked me to come to see you. He really cares about you.
He listens, at least. More than I can say for most in this house. Other than Fides. But Fides listens to everyone. Oh, don't come too close. It's rank in this bed. Let's go to the greenhouse. It's so much nicer.
And just like that. Didn't I say?
Has she had any other visitors since?
Oh, who would come? I mean, she's a lovely girl, but with her disposition, you know, not very many friends to speak of. Quite frankly, you're the only friend of hers I know.
Ready? I'm so tired of being cooped up.
Mary, careful!
Uncle, you didn't tell Father about this, did you?
Well, I was going to, but Fides said he left this morning. Didn't even tell me where he went. Typical.
No, it's good. He wouldn't have let it happen. Stubborn ass.
You'll be all right. I can...
Uncle, please.
I'll have Fides bring you both some tea in the garden.
Yes. That would be nice. Thank you, Uncle. I didn't think he'd do this. He never had the spine to stand up to my father, but he's the only one who's actually listened to me.
He said you've been unwell. Have the doctors...
I'm not sick. Well, anymore. They just won't listen.
I'll listen. If you tell me what's wrong.
You will, won't you? You always listen. To everyone. All the time. But don't you ever wish you could do more than listen?
All the time. But I do what I can. With the power given to me. Even if things don't always work out the way I hope.
How much power?
Sorry?
How much power do you need for things to work out?
Mary, your uncle told me you need to speak to a priest, and that your father refused.
Yes.
Your father's always been a devout man. Do you know why he said this?
He doesn't want me to leave.
What?
Mama left. He doesn't want me to leave. He knows I hated the city, but he knows I loved your church. He knows I loved Our Lady of Providence. Going to sermons, Sylvia's cookies at the community room. I told him it made me feel brave enough to be independent. I thought he was happy for me at first. But then Mama.
Mary, how often do you leave the estate?
Not anymore. Not since Mama.
I see. Mary, is your father? Would you like to ride back with us? Visit the city for a few days?
He won't let me.
He's not here. And you're an adult, a sociable young woman. There's no good reason for you not to visit the city.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
I'm more worried about you. But if you want this, if you ask...
Please, Father Olu.
Pack your things, essentials, clothes, whatever your father's reasons. He can't keep you here against your will.
Thank you. Oh God, thank you.
Bago lang po. I just arrived recently to study at Trinity. The fathers have been kind enough to show me the ropes. Canada is different.
Yes po. The work is hard, but Ma'am Mary is a kind girl. And Sir George, he pays me well. He's fair. Marami po akong narinig kasi. Horror stories of amo who aren't fair, who trap people and refuse to pay them. Naswerte ako dito, though it's far away from everything, you know? Here's the dining room and the kitchen. Hello, Daniel. Just showing our guest around. He's a priest.
Hello. Sorry to be a bother.
He's very nice, but quiet. This place, it's not really like a house. There's too many people doing too many jobs, but it's not enough to be a village. I feel very close to the house because many of us sleep here.
Do you talk to Mary much? I imagine she might be lonely without your company.
Yes, well, she's a good girl. But ever since she got sick, I'm the only one she's been able to talk to, other than doctors. And her uncle, but her uncle doesn't understand. He cares, though. He brought you here because she asked. He's not brave, but this is a very brave thing that he's doing. Sa totoo lang po, medyo mababa ang tingin ko kay Sir Leonard. Until he did this, I'm actually very impressed.
Father Olu's speaking to her now, and he's amazing. I know he'll be able to help, however he can. He wanted so badly to make sure she was okay, though it might also be because he's a bit raw. He had just recently something happened, and he wants to make sure he's doing everything he can for his parishioners.
Buti na nga lang po. Mary needs all the help she can get. And if you don't mind, please don't tell anyone I told you.
What is it?
She needs to go. It's not safe for her here.
Not safe? Pides, what do you mean?
Here's the garden. You can see the greenhouse. It's so beautiful. Our gardener, Alejandro, he makes sure it keeps growing even in the winter. And the backyard.
Pides, sigurado ka ba?
Opo. The yard, it's covered in snow now, but in the spring and summer it's this beautiful green, and there isn't even gates to the ground, so you can actually see the trees in the forest.
What is that?
That's a deer.
Its head.
There's not much snow on the burr. This just happened. Father, we have to go back inside. Father Jonas! Father Jonas! Jesus Maria Josep. I'm so sorry, Father. I didn't know. I wish you didn't have to see something so gruesome.
I've seen worse, po. Why? If they just killed it, then it was already half dead in the chase. I can't imagine it lasted long with an injury that enormous. Why didn't they come get the body? After all that trouble chasing down food.
I'm just glad they didn't follow us.
Of course they didn't. They were afraid. But why?
Whatever the case may be, they'll be afraid of Gordon. Big man, and he has the shotgun. If they wander close to the grounds like that. I don't know why they keep the ground so open, but Sir George, he prefers it, so we live with it.
Pati si Mary?
Opo. Lalong-lalo na si Mary.
Oh, look, Jimmy, do you have any idea how much trouble the parish would be in if we acted against George Bamford?
Friedrich, she's terrified.
She's also mentally unstable, from what we know of her condition. What, will we simply snatch her away?
She's an adult. Legally speaking, there's no reason for her father to keep her here. If she wants to visit friends at the old parish, she has the right. The rest we can figure out away from here.
This is dangerous, you know that. But well, Leonard had the wherewithal to bring us here in the first place. I don't know if he's brave enough to challenge his brother, but he cares about Mary enough.
So we're leaving tonight?
With an extra passenger, apparently.
I'm afraid that's not possible, Fathers. The snow isn't letting up. The blizzards will have eaten up those roads before you can get halfway back to Toronto. You'll have to stay the night. Driving back is suicide.
Everyone, this is Gordon, our groundskeeper. My God, Gordon, is that blood?
Just a deer. Wolves have been coming close to the property line, but they haven't crossed it. I had to clean it up before the weather got too bad. I'm sorry, I'll be washing up soon. Just wanted to make sure nobody tried something in this weather.
Ah, I see. Thank you. Gordon, are you sure? We weren't supposed to keep our guests for so long.
Well, I'm sure, Mr. Leonard. We can see if things have cleared up by tomorrow. If you have snow tires, you might be able to get to the highway. But for tonight, well, we have the rooms.
Just one night?
Yes, Father. Just one night.
Perhaps cooler heads will prevail in the morning.
can't sleep?
Too cold. I'm not used to Canadian winters yet.
I run hot. Here, give me your hands.
It's okay, Padre. That's not what I meant. My God, your hands are like a furnace. Never mind what I meant.
What did you mean?
The house. It's felt cold since we stepped inside, and it's so empty. The closest thing I've ever seen in the Philippines is a retreat house owned by the seminary. An old mansion like this one, but filled with at least 40 people at a time. We shared rooms sometimes, and even when I had one to myself, I knew I was surrounded by the living, never alone for good or ill. But here, it smells like death. Like a grandmother's house after she passed away. But all her things, all her perfumes and potpourri and valuables were left behind. The smell of her rotting to death in bed still lingering underneath it all.
That's terribly morbid.
I think she's been rotting here too. You're right to want to take her away, but Father Friedrich's right too. Powerful men are dangerous men.
It's a miracle the two of you agreeing on something. But I understand the danger. As you said, this place smells like death. It's not as quick as a car crash, but I fear what death might come of my negligence again.
I understand. I saw a deer on the grounds today. The one Gordon had to clean up. Its throat was torn out, and the way it lay on the snow, it was almost beheaded, hanging by a thread. I saw the wolves that dealt the killing blow. The deer stumbled into the backyard to die, but the wolves seemed terrified. A successful kill, and they just abandoned it. I know you're not particularly superstitious, but many would consider it an omen.
There are evils in this world that don't come from omens, Jonas. But I'm sorry. That must have been unsettling.
I do wonder what scared the wolves. Animals know more than we do sometimes. What about this place made such fearful predators?
Try to get some sleep. If the weather clears, we should be gone by the morning.
Thank you, Father Olu, for the warmth.
Oh, the damn furnace. I don't understand why George won't just spring for better heating, the stingy bastard. Stubborn ass. Goddamn stubborn. Didn't leave me much choice, did you? And you have the audacity to tell me I have to report my comings and goings while you scamper off into the city for another meeting with some fucking... this place is falling apart and he won't even sell it. Make it into a historical landmark. Father would have loved that. Or some idiot nouveau riche billionaire's private club. He'd have hated that, but he's not around anymore, is he? Hello? Is anyone there? Gordon? Feeders? Ronald? Is anyone down here? Fuck! What? What is... Oh God! Oh God! There's someone! Help! Please, someone help me! Someone help!
What time is it?
Please, someone help me!
What is this racket at 5 in the morning? Leonard? What are you... What? Leonard! Leonard!
Father Friedrich? What's going on?
Did you hear... I could have sworn. Leonard!
Father, wait.
Well, I heard him. I heard Leonard screaming, knocking on my door. Did you not hear it?
Father, look. The window.
What are you talking about? What are those?
Deer. They're deer.
Why are they so... Oh. What happened to them? There must be dozens of them. Are they all...
Yes. They're dead.
Why? How? What ungodly thing?
Father Friedrich, we have to go. Now.
But Leonard...
Find his room. Tell him what's happening. I'll wake up Father Olu. We have to go.
I'm sorry, fathers. We can't allow that.
The dream. The same dream that you've been having since that day. In the water. Under the waves. A storming sea. You cannot walk upon the waves. You're drowning. Pulled under. You are meant to be the life preserver. You are meant to raise them up. Above the waves. But now that you are sinking, who's there to raise you up? Father Oluchimi, be not afraid. You're strong enough to save her. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
What's going on? Who are these people?
Thank you for coming, Father Olajimi. This is the rest of the house's staff. We've already explained the situation to your fellows. But if you'd like to sit with them on the couch, I can ensure that you're apprised of the situation.
There must be some mistake. Why are you pointing guns at me? What's going on?
Olajimi, sit down, please.
Not until someone explains to me what's going on.
Of course, Father. Fair is fair.
Oh, Leonard. Oh, God.
What did you do to him?
Just like the deer.
We didn't do anything, Father. But you asked what's going on, so here it is. There's a demon in this house. And you three are men of the faith with more knowledge of heaven and hell than any of us. That means you can exorcise this demon.
But the rites... We can't.
I'm afraid you have no choice. It's either this, or we blow its brains out. But we don't know if it'll just, jump ship. So, we want you to try and banish it back to hell before we resort to that. After all, we don't want to kill poor Mary. But we'll do what we have to stop it from escaping this place. So, do we have an agreement?
Save her. You're strong enough to save her.
We'll do it.
There we go. That is the first episode of Dominus by Motzie Dapul. Go support the Kickstarter. There is a command there. There's a link there. I'm going to jump us back on over to the chat screen. Hello. How is that for the two of you? How did you enjoy your listen?
Yeah, I was I was saying to Ross and Amber before the stream, to my great shame, I hadn't yet been able to listen to the whole of the pilot episode because I've not been very well recently. And I'm so glad I finally did. Ooh, it was so spooky. Oh dear, indeed. I'm really, really into it. It's also so nice seeing so many people, new people in the chat. Hello. Hi.
New people.
Yeah, no, I thought it was brilliant. I really liked the slow build. Love a bit of creepy deer. I'm also pretty sure it's Giancarlo Herrera playing the creepy guy who tells them, threatens them with a gun, and it's like, you all have to stay here. Pretty sure that's Giancarlo. Yeah, also Olu and the other guy. That's some sexy priest action, I'm guessing. When he was like, can I warm your hands? Please let me warm your hands. I was like, girl, come on.
Yeah, I'm glad, because I hadn't read the Kickstarter copy yet. I wanted to jump in cold, and that happened, and I went, oh, so it's gay, right? It's that, just, yep, I'm not, if it can't be possible that I am the only one reading it.
Yeah, no, right? Yeah, no. I mean, I'm right there with you, my babe. Like, yeah, like especially as Father Olu kept being like, "Oh, are you cold?" and like all that stuff, and like, I understand we have different beliefs, but I would like respect yours. Anyway, Ord Andrews, please let us know, Lou. I would be interested to know who it is. But yeah, they have the very sort of American kind of voice. Or both can do it very well.
Just have Duke Nukem voice. My God, these preachers gay. Good for them.
I also really liked. I really personally enjoy horror that plays with the way that the real domestic, real life horror is often much more frightening than the supernatural horror. Like the way that like. If I did go in, knowing the Kickstarter copy, was sort of expecting there to be like demon stuff, and that when we met Mary, that there was going to be some kind of creepy, Exorcist 360-degree jump scare in that scene, and that instead the reveal was, oh no, my dad is keeping me prisoner in this house, please let me leave. And that moment where Father Oli was like, look, if you tell me you want to go, you can go. And then when she says that she does, it was like, oh no, that is horrifying for a completely different reason. And that's really unsettling and kind of under the skin for a different reason. Oh, thank you, Kareem. It is Ord Andrews. Apologies, Ord, for thinking you were Giancarlo, but you're doing a great job. It's a compliment. But yeah, like, and I really, really liked that twist. And it, in some ways, for me, I almost felt like, the deer and the demon stuff. I was like, this is kind of a relief. I am still more threatened by the idea of her dad keeping her prisoner here than I am by there being an actual demon in a lot of ways. Or at least that's how I personally interact with horror a lot of the time.
Yeah. No, I like Ross and I were kind of saying like a 50-minute first episode, like that's a big swing. And like I was saying, I think the thing that grabbed me straight away was the pacing of it. Like it felt very confidently paced, which is something I really enjoyed about it. And as we were talking about before we started playing, like the quietness of it and how that sort of slowly builds into louder noises, I thought was wonderful.
Yeah, because I think even though it's a very long first episode, I didn't feel like any of the scenes dragged. Like individually, I felt like, every scene was quite economical with its dialogue, with its movement. I'm kind of looking specifically at Ross because Ross is Team TCA script editor and is someone who I respect a lot when it comes to like analyzing script structure. But yeah, I felt like actually there wasn't a lot of fat to cut. Like,
yeah, no, I really. I think Amber and I were talking about like you have to do a lot to justify 50 minutes. 50 minutes is more than half a movie. It is closer to film structure when you get to writing an episode that's 50 minutes than it is to writing a standard 20-minute audio drama. And it zipped along. I didn't feel at any point that it was going on too long. At one point, I think the first time I looked down to be like, oh, how long has this got left, was about 15 minutes before the end. And that was like, that's such a good sign, right? That's especially when I was sitting at home listening to it, not doing anything else. I just was existing in that world, and at no point did I feel like, oh, this must be over soon. Also didn't realize it was 50 minutes when I put it on, so even more the better.
Yeah.
But it works really well, and it was interesting because I didn't want to know anything going in. I wasn't sure whether we were going to get a story that would resolve in the first episode, or whether it was going to be maybe even by the end. I was expecting maybe that the story in the mansion was going to be the first 2 episodes. So I'm really interested to now be like, oh no, this is going to be the season. Or this can be a series, it seems. That's interesting, and I'm like, it's a very solid setup. It's got a lot in there that it's kind of promising, and I'm interested.
Yeah, it feels really psychological, and I'm excited for it to be such a kind of claustrophobic, like locked room drama, and I'm excited that we seem to have met the majority of our cast already, and that so many of them are hiding things like, Father Olu and whatever actually happened, and then also, the existing beef between the 2 other priests and everything like that. It's like, and I think confidence, Ross, I really agree. I think that you can really hear that confidence in creating coming through from Motzie. I'm really excited about it. You can currently support the Kickstarter. They have got a couple of days left. Please support the Kickstarter. Please give them money to make the show and pay people fairly and be paid fairly. We've talked before. I've definitely talked before on this stream about how important it is to pay creatives more than the bare minimum that we need to survive, because often the bare minimum we will set for projects is not enough to actually pay ourselves fairly. Please help them exceed their limits and pay everyone a good wage. They are making a really cool thing. Don't make them do it on paper clips. We can be better than that, y'all. Yeah.
I am gonna use that as a jumping off point to move on to the next part of the discussion, because we didn't probably get a chance to talk about what this is and what it's going to be, and kind of what we're planning on doing with it. So what I will say is that we've this is Tin Can Audio now. It's 3 people rather than just me making noises at a computer, and we have a lot of things changing with Tin Can Audio. It's evolving, it's growing, it's becoming something that is becoming a lot more exciting, and a big part of that is down to people like you. So we I think I mentioned this on stream a couple of weeks ago, but I've also talked about it on social media as well. We are looking at self-funding like a smaller audio drama series, and the reason we've been able to do that, we have a budget that we can use to pay for this thing, and one of the reason we have that budget is because of people buying stuff on Bandcamp and subscribing to the Twitch channel. All that money has gone into a separate account that has been put aside for doing project stuff for Tin Can Audio. So we now have a small fund that that has allowed us to make a series, and it's really exciting to be going forward as Tin Can Audio and to be able to say that the things that your support has allowed us to make more things. So thank you for that. Who's tin, who's can, and who's audio?
Oh my god! Can I be can? I want to be can. I don't know why.
So there's a part of my non-binary soul that whenever I get emails through from like marketing people who don't know what they're doing, and that just says "Hey Tin," a part of my little there's a part of deep in the back of my brain that just goes "Ooh." I would also not mind being called audio. That honestly is just a logical conclusion at this point, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, which are you two? I feel like I backseat too fast.
No, I think that's correct. I think Amber has to be audio because I could be audio ironically. You know?
It's me ascending into my like final. You know that point in sci-fi films where people transcend their human forms? That's me, but I just become audio.
Sound. The real gender was the sound waves you were all along.
Just disappear into the radio.
All right, then Ross is 10.
Yes, that's it. Ross is 10.
I like that because that means that Ross and I, like, with the same syllable count, we're mirroring each other. It's tin and can, like, troublesome twosome, and then we've got Amber over there as audio.
Amber's over there.
It's like we're describing you. You're the noun.
Yes, tin and can, famously verbs.
Shut up.
To tin, to can.
I think if you're describing something as a tin can, surely tin is the adjective. Am I crazy?
Oh, that's true. Yes,
no,
you're right there. You are right
there. Yeah. Thank you.
Turn into can something. Very much verbs.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
But
I love you, Ross.
Yeah, but in this context. Anyway, okay. Damn,
I made a bad point, but Ross made a good one.
I've been defeated by the terrible twosome once again. The combined unstoppable force of tin and can. The dynamic duo.
Can we get our own kind of opening theme?
We are going to need to talk about that at some point. Is about doing themes for this.
And we have no choice but to ask audio to supply.
Yeah.
It's tin and can. It's tin and can.
I read one chat message and it completely derailed everything.
But no, we're gonna make a show. We're making a show. Are we allowed to share any information about the show, or are we like? I mean, I wasn't.
It's your show.
I wrote a show. It's a polyam romance at the end of the world, and really excited to make it. I'm really excited for you all to hear it. It is a show where I have mostly written a bunch of sound cues for Amber, in what is both provocation and affection.
The joke I keep saying is that you keep throwing down the gauntlet and I keep sighing and picking it up.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like the day you stop picking up the gauntlet, is the day that I will stop writing sound cues like this. But you've not done it yet. So, and also just in what I believe is fair to say, I'm dragging Ross along on what I believe is Ross and my creative mission of more stories about polyam characters in the world. I feel there is not enough explicit polyam representation in media, full stop. Having more polyam characters good. You can have a romance. It can include more than two people. It can be cool. Yeah.
It's in production now. We're in production.
Wild.
Which is incredible.
I can't believe that.
This is the thing, because we didn't apply for funding or anything like that. We weren't waiting on anyone to tell us to go. So we just had a meeting and we're just like, I guess we just say we're in production and then it makes it true. Like,
yeah, it was really scary when you just said that right now to lots of people in public, and I was like, oh god, I guess we are.
We said it in the meeting. We wrote it down. We have actionable things we need to do. Like,
also, you know, in the tin can audio of it all three of us write scripts, and there may or may not be a series coming very soon from our beloved Ross. Just gonna tease you.
I wrote a thing again for audio this time.
Yeah, and we're really happy and excited about it.
It is very cool. It is very cool.
Sometimes I forget that I write things outside of that, and I'm like, oh god, I've not written anything for so long. And then I did mention it was very lovely the last time I was on stream. I think for a listen along for it had been Land's End, I guess. We got to the plugs at the end, and I kind of offhandedly was like, well, I'm doing a show at the Edinburgh Fringe, which I guess, like, you know, who am I gonna come to that, you know, kind of like of the people who are in the Lads End. And then someone did, and I was like, oh, plugging your things actually makes sense and works sometimes. Yeah! Thank you to that person if they are also here. I appreciate it.
Beloved Ross. Yeah.
Oh,
hi. Yay, Lou. Yeah. This is what we're here for. Team Tin Can. Team Tin Can. Yeah.
Tin and can and audio.
Tin and can and audio.
So I just made myself the and knuckles of this company.
Yep.
Oh damn! Oh no. Anyway, so the reason we want to start doing these, the reason we want to start having these as regular streams, is first of all so you can talk to Ella and Ross more. You get to experience the delight that is working and being around and chatting and hanging out with Ella and Ross, with Tin and Can respectively. I guess we're sticking with this now. One of the things we also want to do is we want to listen to audio drama, because we really enjoy doing the listen along streams, but we only really do those when we have a new show out, and that's good. But we really like the energy. We you know, from everything we've from what you've told us is that you also really enjoy the listen alongs. So we want to start doing those a bit more regularly, even when we're not releasing stuff. And part of that is going to be listening to other shows like we had Dominus on tonight, but also going through our back catalogue of shows, because I've mentioned this a couple of times. Tin Can Audio is 10 years old this year. 10 years of making
10
audio
years
drama.
of Tin Can Audio. Hello,
10 years of audio drama. Delicious years of audio drama.
Tin Can Audio is getting ready for secondary school. Tin Can Audio is going to have GCSE soon.
Tin Can Audio is Scottish and absolutely will not.
Oh, yay! Oh, thank goodness.
Sorry, I'm laughing because Sarah's a couple of years older than me, and she gets in her head about this sometimes, and I'm like, no, don't be upset about it. It's fine. All my friends at school think you're the coolest. And she doesn't like that. Anyway, so 10, as I was saying, 10-year-reels of Tin Can Audio. Because the thing is as well, with listen alongs, it also means we can have guests on, we can chat to other creators. It's going to be a great time. But we also get to talk about shows that we've made and things that we've made, and we get to share them with you. And for this first episode, so we're doing 2 today. We don't know if that'll be a regular thing with this, but we might keep it as 2, we might keep it as 1. This is very much what we're doing these for, is to figure out formats and figuring out what it is we're doing. But for this first one, we thought it might be fun to listen to the live show we did at London Podcast Festival last year. Last year, at the end of last year, our sold out Camlin live show at the London Podcast Festival, which, like, I think it's very easy to forget, like, because it was a while ago. It's quite ezy to forget, like, how cool that was. Like, that was such an overwhelming day. I think occasionally I still get these little kind of like, oh, that was really cool. Like these little shots of adrenaline. That was a really cool thing.
I had a kidney infection on that day.
You
that
did?
was a wild
so
day.
ill, Ella.
I was really sick. Also, I enjoyed doing our intro and then just the whole time being like slightly delirious and just being like, I hope I said something. I did. I think I did. It's okay.
I mean, you did amazing. This is because Ross and I were fully like chatting at the desk, being like, okay, look, like if Ella's not feeling well, we should have a backup plan just in case Ella doesn't want to go on. And then we turned, and you were just walking onto the stage, and we were like, all right, guess Ella's doing it then.
Didn't know that was how that happened. I'm sorry. I was just like, well, this is my bit.
But yeah, so we thought we could listen to that introduction, which was delightful, and also listen to the live show and then chat about it, because we listened we listened to it when we were editing it, but I don't think we've listened to it. We've listened to it on stream with the two of you here. I don't think we've done that.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, okay.
Because it is available to purchase on the Tin Can Bandcamp. And the unedited raw recording is available to all of the people who support us on Patreon. But this one actually isn't publicly available for free. So you're all getting a hot discount just for being here and getting to hear it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna listen to it, and then we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna chat about it a bit more. Also, sorry, I feel like just before we listen, I should explain this, because Ross and I realized we didn't explain this before the stream, and we realized it might confuse people. It has in fact confused at least one person.
Can I explain? So when Amber and I talked about this at a cafe, like it kind of come up a few times. Amber wanted to do it for a while, and we were sitting in a cafe in the south side of Glasgow, and Amber's like, okay, I think we should just call it the Tin Can Audio Radio Hour. And then just at the end of the hour, every time we'll say, and we've got a special double bill. Here's the second hour of the Tin Can Audio Radio Hour, and that's how we do it. Like, that's hilarious. We should absolutely do that. So about halfway through the episode, I get a message from my wonderful partner being like, "Oh, it's a shame. So I assume you're not coming back on then." And I say, "No, we'll be back on in 15 minutes." And they're like, "Oh, I thought it was an hour."
The Tin Can Audio Radio.
Yeah, no, this thing
Baron, I'm so sorry you're our first victim.
This thing we thought would be a funny bit is in fact just inconvenient.
It's just confusing to people.
They'll get used to it. I still think it's hilarious. I'm gonna keep this joke running. I'm sorry. I'm just warning you of that now.
Oh yeah, we're not changing it. It's just why I changed it to double bill, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. I think every month should be the Tin Can Audio Radio Hour brackets extra special double bill.
Yeah. Yeah, Marin, exactly. Thank God you're here. You're lucky I like you all.
we like you too.
We're very much.
Canon Hour Radio? No, but a tin can. Okay, we're going to go listen to the episode now. That is our official tagline right there. So we're going to listen to the Camlin live show. It's about 30 minutes. We'll be back then, and then we'll chat a bit more, and then we'll round off our first ever episode. But yeah, so we'll be back in about half an hour. I hope you enjoy. Which screen are we going to next? We're going to the Camlin Listen screen. We've not seen this in a while. It's beautifully retro. You need to be sponsored by Dish Soap. We're working on it. But in the meantime, enjoy Camlin Episode 0. This is a prequel to the series. And it's called Lost. Enjoy.
Welcome to our sold out Camlin live show. Thank you. I'm going to be completely honest. We did not expect this. So if things are a little bumpy, that's why. So there's a couple of things that have happened today. One is that there's a tube strike, so please be aware of that when planning your journeys, and thank you for coming here anyway. The other is that the government is doing an emergency alert in case, for example, there's a magical apocalypse and the world ends and you need someone to tell you. So please turn your phones off. If you leave your phones on, we will know because there will be a very loud siren sound. I apologize in terms of civic safety. If we finish the show before 3 p.m., you're welcome to turn your phone back on and see if it screams at you. But please, if we are performing, have your phone off. All the way off, not on silent, off. Thank you very much. Also, please be aware you are being recorded. We are going to try and record this show so that we can release it to people who can't be here. Operative word is try. We haven't announced that we're going to do that in case it goes wrong. But just be aware you're being recorded. We also have a lovely photographer here called Joe who is going to be taking some photographs. Joe is mostly interested in taking photographs of our lovely cast, but please be aware that there is also photography happening. If you need to leave, there is only one exit to this room, so go out of that one in case of fire or any other emergency that, for example, an emergency warning from the government might warn you about. But other than that, we hope that you enjoy the show. And yes, and we have merchandise, which I believe that some of you might know about already. It's being sold by the lovely King's Place staff. We have cassette tapes, we have special edition cassette tapes for this live show, and we also have posters, which we have never actually sold before. So if you want a poster, you can have a poster. There are 20 of each of those, so get them while they're hot. Yeah, all right. That, I believe, is everything. Please sit back, relax, drink lots of water because it's really hot, and enjoy the show.
Aderyn di I blithin sidan, I be gair I dafod arian, I di drost I gyd weli, I holi hinter un rwy'n gari.
Have you ever just been really lost? Like, not just that your phone's out of battery and you're in a new city and you lost the directions that cute barista gave you. Have you ever just forgotten who you are? Lost track of who you think you're meant to be? Have you ever gone for a walk and wondered what would happen if you never came back home? Have you ever realized the immensity of that? The idea that you could just walk off into the world and be literally anybody else. That you could leave everyone you love behind and start again. You could just let go of every complicated relationship, every heartbreak, every love so deep and so old that keeping it alive takes real hard work. It feels like an escape. It's a tempting one. Sometimes the weight of everyone and everything we care about is terrifying. And it feels like the easiest thing to do would just be to run away from it all. But we don't. We choose to stay.
Okay, I think I'm gonna get trench foot.
Don't be ridiculous, Di. He's being ridiculous, right?
Yes, definitely. Have you got any dry socks to change into?
I have one pair left, but I'm protecting them.
From what?
The rain.
You might be fighting a losing battle.
Luckily, I'm Welsh, and we never give up. I am going to keep those socks dry and clean until we find somewhere sheltered where we can get changed properly.
So you'll just live with the foot fungus?
Sacrifices must be made.
Gellert! Shh! It's okay. She's Gwael.
You're late.
Nice to see you too, Pera, dear.
What's it looking like out there?
Standard cataclysm. Ghosts, ghouls, weird slimy shadow things. Oh, and a lot of very beautiful half-naked women in ponds.
Half-naked women?
Die.
Yeah, no, I hate to say it, but I'm with Perry on this one. These girls want to eat you. And not in the fun way.
What?
Have you ever heard of the Gragedd Annwn?
Die!
Also known as the Women of the Waters, they're fairy women who live in lakes and are exceptional healers. And they're often known to leave their lakes and marry Welshmen. And women of their own free will.
So you want to marry one of them?
I'm just saying they might be friendlier to Morgan and I than they would be to a Scotsman or someone from England.
Di, we are not going to try and romance the Nixies.
No, he's got a point.
Really? Really?
There's something else. Pera, dear?
Yeah, I've been feeling it too.
What?
There's a monarch out there. They've been calling out. I can feel it in my head, pulling us off course.
It's not Arthur, is it?
We don't know.
But it feels familiar. Jokes aside, Di, we can't linger here.
All right. Let's go.
Camlan, Episode 0. Lost.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone out there? It's so cold. Please, can anybody hear me? I'm lost. I need help. Please.
Hey, it's okay. We're not going to hurt you. This is Gellert. He's friendly too. He's just big. He won't hurt you.
Are you real?
I think so.
Die?
Yes.
Who are you?
My name's Di. That's Gwain and Perry.
Like the Green Knight.
Yep. You nerd, or do you just like Dev Patel?
He's a great actor.
He's not bad.
I'm a knight too, just a bit more obscure. My name's Peridia.
Oh, I'm Amelia. I don't think that makes me anything other than myself.
That's a good thing.
What are you doing out here?
I got lost.
Were you heading somewhere specific?
Not exactly. I'm looking for someone. My husband, Peter. We were in London during the collapse, but we got separated. He's a broadcaster and...
That's where I know your voice from. You're the phone lady.
Yes. I recorded some of the emergency messaging the government used the week of the cataclysm. I never thought it would turn out like this.
I don't think any of us did.
So, where do you think your husband is now?
I'm trying to get to Cardiff. He has family there.
That's not far away from here, if we've been navigating correctly. We could take you there, if you want.
What?
We can't just leave her alone out here.
We can't just commit to trekking halfway across the country for a random stranger we just met.
It's hardly halfway across the country. It's, 50 miles at most?
That's almost a week of travel, not to mention walking directly into a city. Have you forgotten what Bristol looked like?
Yeah, but that was Bristol.
Oh, and you think Cardiff is going to have less stories?
What do you suggest then, smart arse?
We give us some supplies, a spare map, and our blessing, and then we keep trying to find somewhere safe. Arthur is still looking for us.
I am painfully aware.
Hey, guys. Something's happening.
Gellert! Gel, calm down. Shh. It's all right.
Can't you hear it? It's beautiful.
Hear what?
That singing. It's so familiar. Peter? Oh my God, you're alive! Peter!
Whatever it is, I don't think that's your husband.
Let go of me!
Amelia! This isn't real. Don't follow the light.
I don't know you. That's my husband out there and he needs me.
Don't!
I'm coming, darling. I'm coming!
Amelia! No, don't. It'll just get you to...
We can't just let her die!
And we can't let you die for her. I'm sorry, Di.
Screw this. Come on, Gal. Amelia, where are you? Well, I didn't tell you my name, but it's Morgan. That's okay, though. I'm not bad. I'm not going to hurt you. We just want to make sure you're all right. Amelia? What is that? Hello? Is someone out there? Do I know you? Morgan! Oh, we've been looking everywhere for you. What? It's been 5 minutes. It's been hours. And that Monarch Gwaine and I have been feeling in the back of our heads. It's definitely Arthur, and he's somewhere nearby. We need to go. It stopped. What stopped? The singing. There was a woman singing. Morgan, listen to me. It's not real. None of it is real. We need to go. Now. Okay.
Morgan! Morgan! Ble wyt ti? Morgan! Fi angen ti. Paid â mynd. Mam? Mam, ei chi hwnna? Sut? Dywedwch wrthyf, mae chi ydw. Dywedwch wrthyf fod chi yn wir, please. Rydyn ni'n colli chi siwt gymaint.
Di! Oh, fuck. Di! Where are you? Oh, shut up, Arthur! Die!
Aderinti, I bligai sida, I bigai raita votaria.
Die! I can hear you. I can hear you, Die. Keep saying. I can't see anything for this damn mist. Oh no, Arthur. He needs me.
Man through Genny.
Die! Hey, it's okay, Die. It's okay. Listen to me. It's Die. Calm down. Breathe. It's not real. Whatever you saw, whatever you heard, it's not real.
Let go of me! My mum is out there and she needs me. I can get to her this time. I can be with her. I can save her. Let go of me! She was right there! She was singing! She was singing like she did when I was a kid, and I thought I was finally home. I just want to go home.
I know, Die. I'm sorry.
Gwen, what's happening?
It's Arthur. He's too close and he's calling so loudly, it's like a thunderstorm. I can barely hear my own thoughts. It's hard to breathe.
We have to get you out of here.
Please.
What do you mean we've been going in circles?
I'm sorry, my lord. Of the many things Zakay is famous for, navigation is not one of them. And I was never very good at geography.
Let me look at that! I thought we were in the Brecon Beacons.
We are, my lord. Banai Bracaniog is the Welsh name.
Oh, well, no wonder we're lost. I can't even bloody read it. So that's Craig Gwawentaff. So what was that?
Nothing, my lord.
And that's Fanny Big. Seriously?
Yeah, it's actually pronounced Vanabig. It means point of the peak.
Yeah, I bet it does.
My lord.
Hello? Hello? Excuse me,
Oh, God.
Hello, stranger. Well met. You're in the presence of King Arthur.
I beg your pardon.
And I'm Sir Kay, Knight of the Round Table.
Okay, well, my name is Peter Volkov. I was a news presenter. I'm looking for my wife. Her name is Amelia King. Have you seen her?
Okay, sorry. I think you're confused. First of all, I'm King Arthur. Like the legendary hero with the magic sword destined to unite all of Britain.
Oh, yes, I'm familiar.
Okay, this is the first time someone hasn't found that impressive.
It's meaningless, my lord. Merely a sign of his ignorance.
Yeah, I don't actually care.
Of course not, my lord.
Are you two all right?
Yeah, second question. Why the hell do you think your wife is in the middle of nowhere in the Brecon Beacons?
Actually, they call it Banai Bracaniog now.
Yeah, I'm aware. Question stands. Why is this where you're looking for her? Is she a big fan of wild swimming?
Oh no. It's just that my family is in Cardiff, and I think it makes sense for her to come this way looking for me.
So you came here looking for her because you thought she might come this way looking for you?
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds stupid.
Yeah, it's not.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
My lord, there's a light in the marshes. Like a flame hovering in the mist above the water.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, look, Mr. Volkov, I don't think you should be looking at that thing.
Wait!
Can you hear? Amy! It's my wife. I found you. Finally,
No, don't. Peter, stay exactly where you are. Okay, what is this?
If I had to guess, my lord, I'd say a will-o'-the-wisp.
Yeah, okay, how do we kill it?
Not sure we can. They're spirits, illusions, they're not live, really.
Okay, less metaphysics, more action, please, Sir Kay. I don't know how much longer I can hold him. Wait.
My lord?
Gawain, I can feel him. He's here.
Peter!
Fuck.
What do we do now, my lord?
We go and get our brother back.
Oh, finally. Clean socks. Congratulations.
Are you all right?
Yeah, it's just a headache.
I can take first watch. You need the sleep.
No, it's okay, thanks. Don't know that I could get to sleep anyway. Are you okay?
What? Yeah?
You've been out of it since I found you. What did you hear out there?
Nothing. A woman, but not someone I know.
You're still thinking about it?
I just can't help feeling like I'm supposed to know her somehow. Like she was someone I was supposed to meet.
Well, that is exactly what a magical fairy trap would make you feel.
Comforting, Pan.
It's fine. I'm gonna turn in, see if I can get some sleep before the nightmares get me.
I hope you do.
Diolch, cariad.
No stop.
We'll take first watch. You need the rest.
Pretty sure we all need rest.
But only two of us have super strength. Come on. For me?
Fine. Night, Pan. Night, Gwen.
Night, Di.
You're going to leave us.
No, I'm not.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not.
I can feel him too. Like a constant migraine at the back of my head. And if that's what I'm feeling, then you...
It hurts. So what?
Do you really think you can resist?
Do you?
I'm a lot closer to the edge of the story than you are. Especially the version that Arthur's telling.
Well, maybe I'm just a better knight than you. You know, I didn't like Arthur before the cataclysm, you know? He was awkward and selfish and rude and very English.
Ouch.
But afterwards, sometimes I really honestly loved him. Like a brother, like I'd known him my whole life, and it's so hard to know if any of that was ever real.
Do you love me?
Sometimes.
I feel it too. No matter how much you piss me off, you're my brother. And I can't shake this instinct I have that wants to trust you.
Did you have any real brothers before all of this?
2 sisters.
I had 4 brothers. Only one with a story name. For all the good it did him.
I'm sorry.
Don't say his name. Sorry, I just... Names mean too much these days.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
The point is that you can hate a brother. You can lose a brother. You can fight him, resent him, envy him, but you can't ever stop loving him. Because when you look in his face, you see family. And you know you're meant to walk this road together, however long it takes, and wherever it takes you.
Well, we're not walking Arthur's road. Not anymore.
No. We're not. Nope. Nope, not now. No, thank you. I'm good right where I am. I made my choice. I chose him, not you. I'm staying here. Shut up! Leave me alone! Let me rest! Please! Let me rest.
Come home.
I'm sorry.
Amelia!
Peter!
Amy!
I can hear you! Just tell me where you are!
I'm here! I'm right here! I can't see you! Where are you?
Oh, God! I heard you singing in Russian, I think. I didn't even know you could speak it.
I don't. Well, I heard you too. The most beautiful singing I've ever heard, but I didn't recognize the song.
I thought these things were supposed to be monsters.
I don't care what they are. They brought you back to me.
Now what?
Oh, I have no idea where we are.
Well, I have a feeling that we won't be getting lost.
Are you sure?
Let's go.
This episode featured Tobias Weatherburn as Di, Angharad Phillips as Morgan, Robin Holdway as Perry, Paul Warren as Gwaine, Pip Gladwin as Arthur, Felix Trench as Kay, Amy Roxon as Amelia, Peter Wicks as Peter, and Nicole Miners as Gwen, or Shujan. Our production manager is Ross McFarlane. Our recording engineer for this
Fade that
episode was Headley Knights. Welsh language translation assistance was...
Actually, no. I'm going to leave this up because I'm really proud of the way I managed to loop this.
For their assistance on researching music for this episode, as well as Maddie Searle and Beth Crane for their help. This episode was
Managed to get this to
live at
loop
King's Place in
perfectly.
London as
It's
part
great.
of London Podcast Festival. It was made possible with support from our
We put Tobias under so much stress for these credits.
Yes, we did. We overloaded that boy for the credits.
We really, it's like situations you shouldn't put your dog in. It's just shaking.
They don't know the context of that.
Do y'all come around? Keep your fires burning.
Oh no! Okay, we need to explain what we just said. Okay. Okay. So, while we were listening to the episodes, Ella often jokes that the Camlin cast are kids, right? And
Sure,
I
our kids. It's not a joke, it's serious to me.
and I said, well, you know, out of all of them, Tobias is a child. Tobias is like an excitable child. And Ella said, oh, yeah, he's a puppy. He's an excitable puppy.
He's a great puppy.
So when Ella says situations you shouldn't put your dog in, we were referring to that conversation.
Oh no, guys, I've got a stomach ulcer. I laughed too much. Oh no, I feel like
We don't refer to Tobias as our dog. Just want to make that really clear. Tobias is not our dog.
No, he's a puppy.
Okay,
exactly.
Puppy. You know, sweet and
And you know,
Polish
Jabbage
one-
confirms it. Tobias has actively played puppies.
That's true. Yes.
You know, when I don't cast him as Dai, I exclusively relegate him to babies and dogs. That's not true. I will cast him as something else one day. He's a very friendly, loving, sweet person. Yes, I mean, Jabbage has specifically hired that man to play a puppy. But no, he's just a lovely human being, who is so sweet and lovely and a puppy. And I had this really strong mental image of a chihuahua shaking from stress, and it was, for me, very accurate to how Tobias seemed after he had been asked to do the credits.
Yeah, we did. I think Ross and I did overload him slightly with the credits for that one. Like right before we were on as well. That was a mistake.
We love the Beekeeper's Picnic, of course. Fun fact, the person who plays Sherlock Holmes in the Beekeeper's Picnic is friends with my landlord. Did I know that before we cast him? No. Did I know that whilst we were working with him? No. Just at some point he was like, oh, where do you live? And I said, like, I live here above this shop. And he's like, oh, this shop. And I said, yeah. And he was like, do you know so-and-so? And I was like, that's my landlord. And he was like, oh yeah, I've known him for like 45 years. And I was like, I beg your fucking pardon? Guy who plays Sherlock is a professional actor. His name's James Quinn. He's been on TV. He's a real actor. We auditioned him. I did not know that he knew my landlord, but it turns out.
Yeah, because also when you won Best Writing for the New Zealand Web Festival, the guy was like, "Oh, can I get an address to send the poster?" I'm like, "Oh, you should send it to Ella then." And Ella went, "Oh," and the guy was like, "Oh, I used to live there." What the hell?
All things pass through its Rio Manchester. This is what we're learning. I live in the Midnight Burger Diner. Yeah, that was the live show. We hope you enjoyed it. Every time it gets emotional, I feel embarrassed and defensive. I'm like, oh my god, stop talking about your feelings. Stop making jokes again. But our actors are great and they did a really great job.
Yes.
And we were talking off stream about how Ross and Amber had to do a lot of work to coordinate like where the actors were going to make sure that we could record them properly and they were still performing in a way that was like visually and theatrically interesting. Ross did a lot of directing for this episode.
Yeah.
I got to do theatre directing things, which is something that I love to do and don't get to do often these days. And I had a very good time. It was I just got to be like, wonderful actors. Here are too many instructions to remember in the short period of time that we have, and they remembered all of them. I think we had like once someone sat in the wrong chair. And everyone just adapted.
It was Tobias.
It was Tobias. Tobias sat in the chair.
Just being nice. Everyone did so well. Like it was such an awesome show. And like I think the first script ever that we've worked on, where I think you handed it to me, I read it and went, yeah, that.
Yeah, that was exciting. It was like, yeah, this
beautiful script.
Well, thanks, Ross. Also, as Amber and I talked about the bit where Gwen sings in Cantonese, by far and away the hardest part of the episode. Turns out that there's like a really complicated history around Cantonese music. full stop, not just in the 20th century. Had to learn a little bit about Cantonese opera. We're helped with friend of the show, Joe Chang, who makes Heartbound, which is a wonderful show. And Joe very kindly, on our behalf, reached out to Cantonese professional musicians who helped us on our journey to a something that would fit the remit of essentially copyright-free folk music in Cantonese, which turns out really hard to do. There was, a bit of a cultural extermination that happened, because that's what happens to Cantonese culture or any marginalized Chinese culture that is not Mandarin. But we found a folk opera, a street opera, and Amber did the music, and I did the words, and Nicole sang it real beautifully, and it all worked out for the best. But man,
yeah, one of these delightful parts of a production process where everyone is out of their depth.
Yeah, really, really hard. It was really, really, really hard, but it was worth it. Nicole sounds beautiful, and it's a cool song, and also I like Morgan being so desperate for a date that she hallucinates a woman. She doesn't. Canonically, what happens is that they nearly meet Gwen. But
that's not how you put it when we were listening to the episode. But yeah, you're right.
That's true. I think what I said was that Morgan is embarrassed because she doesn't know if she's just so horny that she has imagined a woman for herself.
She's invented a woman.
Yeah, which I do think that's going through Morgan in the show's mind at the time when everyone's being like, "Hey, you okay?" She's like, "Yeah." How horny am I? But no. For both Morgan and your knowledge, Gwen is real, and was there, and they nearly met, and probably things in everyone's lives would have been much easier if they'd met then, but they didn't because I'm a capricious god. Yeah.
And also Nicole wasn't available. I feel like that's an important bit of context.
Also, Nicole wasn't available. Yeah.
To go back to the original Camlin Listen Along streams where we had a lot of can this thing exist in the world because of the rules of Camlin and how kind of well thought out they are, and how so you can answer the question quite often, can this fictional character, this fit in Camlin, would this exist in the apocalypse of Camlin? Can apparitions of women dreamed up via gay yearning exist in Camlin?
Yeah, but only as essentially anglerfish laws, right? The Nixies could definitely create the hottest fucking manic pixie dream girl who just so happens to have an iPod that only has Blink-182 songs on it, for sure, absolutely. But would she be real? No. Would she drown you? Yes.
Is that for Morgan, or is that for Ella?
Look, at this point, I take inspiration from many places, including the yearnings of my own teenage sapphic mind. Although, yeah, I think one of the things that if we are able to make more Camlan, I really, 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 really want to explore one day. I've thought a lot about managing the story of Camlan because of the reality of budget constraints and stuff, and we want to make sure that if we make any more, whatever ending it has is a satisfying ending, because we never know if it's guaranteed that we'll be able to make more. But yeah, there's one particular story beat that I really want to explore, which is just how real are the phenomena as people in their own right? How much do they have free will and self-awareness? And we've talked about it before. It's on a sliding scale, but what would happen if you were to have a relationship with one and think of one as a person? Are they a person, or are they just mirroring you? Yeah.
Amazing.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
touching all over my desk.
Ross, there's such a good gay love story in there. I really want to write it.
Also, just to point out, Jabbage in chat's manic Nixie dream girl.
Yes, I didn't want that to go by, but yes.
So good. Yeah, it cannot be ignored.
Iconic.
Kissing boys.
See, this is why we need a kissing girls emote, Amber.
I know.
It's look, I don't like to throw the word sexist around, but like
okay.
You have to,
I think
women
we
are
can blame
horny
this one
too,
on
Amber.
Tobias as well. Tobias was the one that started the kissing boys.
Wow. Well, I need to contact Tobias, I guess, and be like, "Why do you hate women, Tobias?" No, I can't do that to him. He'd get so stressed.
Thank you.
Tobias absolutely started the kissing boys.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow for a day of kissing boys. That was a direct.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And it became kissing boys on the face and body.
Yeah. Yes. That was
Which is a dropout reference.
Oh, delight! You see, this is what I miss about the listen along streams. Is just like towards the end, like all semblance of professional discussion falls out the window, and we're just doing bits. Amber, did you know you have 30 minutes? What? What till what? What?
At the end of hour 3 of the Tin Can Audio.
No,
Radio
we're 2.5. So we're gonna. I think we're.
Yeah,
we are therefore in the third hour of the Tin Can Audio Radio.
We are in the third hour of the Tin Can Audio Radio.
This is the third hour. Kissing girls, kissing Morgan, my beloved. Oh, love of my life. Stop. You just know she has a boiler suit. Anyway. One time
I'm wearing my
someone
boiler
said,
suit.
Yes, you are, and it's a great boiler suit. Really like the patches, by the way. I just like, man, one time on Tumblr, someone was like, "No one loves Camlan more than Ella loves Camlan," and I was really embarrassed, but it's really true.
It's true. It is true. Yeah.
Those are my guys.
Oh. Okay, it is 10:30. I think it is time for us to bring to a close proceedings tonight. So thank you, Tin. Thank you, Can, for joining me tonight.
You're welcome, Audio. I love that they started the joke and they broke themselves with the response.
I know, because it's just.
Unfortunately, Amber is enjoying being called Audio just a
I
little
know,
bit
that's
too
the
much.
problem. That's the problem. It feels like being called Capcom at NASA. Like, that's the problem.
Yeah, over to you, Audio.
No, this is a bad idea. I can't change my name again. Oh, but thank you, Ella, thank you, Ross, for joining me tonight, and thank you everybody in chat for coming along on this this new show. We'll be doing one of these at the end of every month, so keep an eye out for announcements about guests and what we're going to be listening to. We're not necessarily going to be doing this as like a serial format, so we're not going to be kind of listening to like one of our series. We're going to be kind of dipping in and out, playing favorite episodes of ours, playing like bits that we like. Sometimes, given that a lot of our back catalogue is quite short episodes, we might have a couple of episodes together and a couple of different things. Incidentally,
oh my God, can we listen to the whole of Dungeon Economic Model 1 month?
I think we could. I think
much.
I think it's
we
like
could do
40
that.
minutes.
That would be so fun. Yeah, wouldn't that be so fun?
We could. Hang on. Let me check this just while we're here. Let me check this for you. I do think it's less than like 50 minutes. It's quite short. Which would be very funny.
Sorry, y'all. We're doing this for you, but we are also doing it for ourselves.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it doesn't say precisely how long it is. That's frustrating.
No. Rude.
So, it's about 35 minutes.
Yes, we could do it. We could do it, Amber.
Yeah, 30-40 minutes. Yeah, because I think the average is about 4 minutes, and there's 9 episodes. So yeah, I think we can squeeze it in. No, not right now. I appreciate the enthusiasm in chat, but not right now. But yes, I would love to have a listen to Dungeon Economic Model. we've been having a chat about doing more live shows, and we realized we could do Dungeon Economic Model because it fits with the format that it would fit so well into a live format, which would be delightful. But yeah, so incidentally, also if you are on the Discord, peer pressure never works on Amber. Stop it. If you are on the Discord and you want to suggest something that we listen to, please do put something in the stream chat. It would be wonderful to gauge what people are wanting to listen to and to factor that into this stuff. That as much as we are doing this for ourselves, we are we'd also like to hear what other people want as well. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming along. We're going to hop over to I think to Carrarium's stream, who's playing some Celeste, which we're all big fans of around here. Ross, have you come across Carrarium in your Celeste travels?
No, I don't think so.
She's a Celeste speedrunner. And she's very, very, very cool. And she's not been streaming for a while, so I'm excited to hop on back over. But we're going to head over there in a little bit. But in the meantime, is there anything either of my delightful co-hosts would like to plug before we head on over?
God, is there? I don't think so. If you backed the Deepest Dark, don't worry, we're working on it. I'm going to put out an update this week about where we are. As you know, if you are a sound pervert, Amber has pretty much finished the soundtrack. And the text of the game is also pretty much finished. We're just working on solo mode. And our lovely layout designer, Luca, is doing the layout for the zine so that we can make it all look pretty for you. But yeah, I think that's the main thing, Deepest Dark. And then, this next show that we're working on, but that's not here yet. So
not here yet? No. Just need to make the damn thing now.
Yes, which we're in production on, I guess.
Yeah, it turns out you can just say that and you're in production. It's as easy as that. You can just make things. You don't need to wait for people to give you permission. Remember when we used to do that?
Yeah, I like this version, but it also feels very unmonitored.
Unchaperoned? Audio drama? Unchaperoned?
I feel a little naked. Like the world's full of possibilities.
Oh no!
Okay. We are going to head on over to...
Wait, Ross's plugs.
Oh, Ross, yes, anything you'd like to plug?
I guess since it worked last time, come along. Everyone should plan to be in Edinburgh for August. I don't care where you live. The Edinburgh Festival Fringe is the biggest arts festival in the world, and as part of it, I am an artistic director at the PBH Free Fringe, which puts on free shows for anyone who wants to wander in and see free art. All throughout the month of Edinburgh, we put on over 4,000, 7,000, some number of thousand shows in the course of the month. And they are all free, and you can support artists by putting money in their bucket, or if you don't have money, that's okay too. It's an incredible thing, and I specifically work on the spoken word thing, so anyone who is interested in spoken word, in poetry, in theatre, interesting one-person theatre, I've just finished programming a bunch of it, and the lineup is incredible. Come support awesome artists doing stuff in Edinburgh this year. It's such an experience to be there. If you have the opportunity to travel up for a day to come and see a bunch of free art.
Yeah,
it is
really
very
cool.
fucking cool.
It is always amazing. And the Free Fringe as well, I think is just such an important part of the festival, and
yeah.
It's so
you can pay 50
so
quid
cool
to see Jimmy Carr if you wish, or you could see
go see a bunch of amazing indie artists. Yeah,
genuinely.
See the people
best
making
shows.
cool, interesting, creative stuff.
Yeah, some of the best shows I've ever seen at the Fringe were Free Fringe shows. Some of the weirdest theatre I think I've ever seen, and it was just great. There was a puppet show at one point, deeply strange, but yeah, amazing. Okay, I'm gonna head on over to Carrarium stream. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll be back on Wednesday with music. I need to message Ollie because we were planning on making. We're going to spend April making a music library. But because it's Ollie and I, we haven't talked about it or organised it, so we need to do that. But that's what we're probably going to be doing throughout April is making music to make a little library that you can use in your productions, because it's something I've always wanted to do. I've just never really had the opportunity to. I've never really had the full motivation to do it, so this is kind of a good way to do that. And then before you know it, we'll be back doing another one of these. So hopefully we will see you then. Thank you so much for coming along. Thank you so much for being here for the first episode of this new show. And I will send you over to Carrarium as soon as Twitch will let me. Please say hello. Please do stick around. Carrarium is amazing. She's great. She's playing Celeste. If you've been here, you've seen me play Celeste. Carrarium's what Celeste is like when the person actually knows what they're doing. So take care and good night.
Welcome. Oh god, I will not be able to read. I gotta lock in.